I understood Peter, a very nice and cheerful boy, but sensitive and somewhat fearful. He is a classmate, and he also likes to share a table with us at lunchtime in the cafeteria. He prefers to avoid any kind of confrontation, even if it means giving up his dignity. I wish I could tell a story of heroic victory, but the reality was different. Both Solomon and I had ended up on the ground, sore and bruised, but unable to contain our laughter at the absurd situation. Meanwhile, Thomas and his henchmen walked away rejoicing in their victory, shouting and banging on the lockers, showing their euphoria. "Come on, Husk, get up and get dressed," Solomon encouraged me, as he extended his hand to help me to my feet. "You do know that dinosaurs are no longer in fashion, right?" He showed his usual ease in tense moments, making a joke about my underwear. "My mom buys them for me, it's not my fault," I replied, hoping you would believe me. "It's true, don't judge me. She pays for them, right?" The fight did not go unnoticed and each of us was given a report to give to our parents. My mother said that this would be a special day, and it seemed that she was right, although not in the way I expected. "Surely my dad will punish me without a video console for a week and my mom will send me to a dungeon," Solomon mocked the situation, with an ironic smile as he left the prefect's office. His mother is more reluctant to use beatings, she does not deny it, as long as it is the last alternative, and his physical integrity is compromised. While his father is curious about how he handles himself in fights, the man was a junior boxing champion when he was in high school in Germany, and has given him some lessons for his defense, never for aggression, he has always emphasized. In my case, Mom will probably ask the pediatrician to give me a bunch of injections, I commented between laughs, though with a hint of anxiety. I know, my mom doesn't like this kind of behavior, she would expect me to use my highly praised IQ to solve this kind of conflict. And now you ask yourself, how is it that I want to be treated like an adult, when I'm involved in fights? Let's be honest, what would you have done? I admit it, this still makes me look like a little kid. The rest of the school day went by without any major problems, except in history class, where Professor Jackson was taken aback by an unexpected interruption from me. 1910, the beginning of the Mexican Revolution. I answered his question, or at least that's what I thought, because the curious looks from my classmates soon made me realize that something was wrong. "Why do you mention that date, Mr. Raytarsky?" the professor asked, somewhat confused, bringing his pen to his mouth, denoting his curiosity about the answer given. "You asked about the Industrial Revolution," I told him confidently, meeting looks of disbelief in the class. Solomon was signaling me to drop the subject, but I couldn't help but continue, "It's my nature. I think if I had paid more attention to the facts, I could have started to figure it out. You too, surely you haven't noticed." "Well, I'm telling you that I haven't asked anything about it. Although it was going to be a surprise exam question. Did you snoop through my papers?" He snapped at me, questioning me in front of the others, who could only enjoy the moment, between laughter and gestures. "It must have been my imagination," I replied curtly. I didn't like him accusing me of being a liar and a cheater, so I closed my book and crossed my arms with a look of disdain. "Well, with that imagination, you surely know what awaits you," he returned the answer using my words, provoking mocking laughter from the other students. Meanwhile, Solomon simply immersed himself in his book, avoiding the situation. The prefect's office, I suppose, I clarified the possible answer, leaving the classroom with resignation and a touch of anger.